Hey there, it's Boots Owen here. This is a Dualit 3-slice toaster. Let's see if it's working. Got set to 3. Let's give it 3 minutes. They all seem hot. Okay, it's actually a pretty good example of it now. So I was a bit hasty with that and got my toast all over the workbench. It's bloody hot. Right, that side is white. That side is toasty. Likewise, this side is toasty. This side is white. This side is white. This side is toasty. Now, that toaster is not fucking working. So, I've got to replace this element and this element, or put this element and over here and use it on one slice. But that's silly. So I think I'm just going to get a whole new set of elements and replace it. Or, bear with me now, do it like this. It's already warm. A minute and a half should get toasty. Yeah, I think it's going to need new elements. So let's get to it. Okay, the parts have arrived. I bought them on a large internet auction website. 4 panels, 500 watt, printed up there, and 370 watt. The 370 watt ones go at the end, the 500 watt ones go in the center. So these panels are made out of, I don't know, some kind of heat resistant cardboard or some kind of mineral board, and then they've got the windings wrapped around on each side there, round and around, and then they've got these 6 panels of mica. You can just see they're all overlapping there, so the element's kind of protected. I don't really see the difference in the end ones. It's a lower wattage, but it looks like it's still going to heat the outside, which is a bit bizarre. And it's strange as well, they seem to have more or closer spacing on the bottom than on the top. So let's get into this toaster. Take out the crumb tray, get the feet off, base off. Now we're into it. We've got to take off or loosen this strip here at the rear. There's 2 little nuts for that. So I have a little nut driver here. Let's loosen these off. Just loosen them. And slide that back. And then these should just lift up, possibly as a whole unit. So I think what I do first is take off these end ones, observing that all the reds are on one side and the blue is the only one on the other side. Grips here. There's a nut and a washer there. Likewise, blue one. So this toaster has a 3-slice option. So it does a pair, all 3, or all 4. Just disconnect those and pull them back so that they're out of the way. These ones, grips again. There's a screw on the other side here, so you can take either one of them off. These are quite fiddly. Okay, then if I take these wires aside, it should just be a matter of lifting this out. See you later, toaster. So let's have a look at this before I dismantle it. This one is genuine Dualit. It says it there, Dualit. It says end. Mica is quite loose on this. All the rivets have gone from the center by the looks of it. Oh, it's flaky. It's delaminating and they've got a bit of a green haze behind them. I think 2 of these worked and 2 didn't. Can't remember which ones. The rivets have gone in the center of this one and this one. They could be the ones that were broken, which the mic is badly cracked on that one. Okay, let's just break it down then. I don't know what the best way to do this is. So I'm going to just be able to rebuild it all easily. It's just basically Meccano. Brassy Meccano. So I opted to buy 4 new pieces instead of just 2. I thought if I'm in here I might as well start from the ground up, but I don't know if that's necessary or good. sound financially. I'm making a mess. I'm not going to remember. Each got a washer on every side. We're getting somewhere. Well, we're getting somewhere now. Right. That one went like that and had a washer and a nut. I wonder is it easier to put it together in the machine? Now I can get my nut driver on there. That'll tighten up. See, I can't remember now if this was this way. I'll show you what I mean now. I can't remember if it was this way or this way, nor do I think it makes any difference at all. And the next one. So it's like that. So I have to get the thing off the next one. What do you call it? A link? A neutral link? Bus bar? It's not really a bar because it's a separate one. It's a lot of brass anyways is what it is compared to more modern electrical construction methods. So the end piece here, the screws are longer because they have the other connectors coming onto them, the other cables coming onto them. So then the center, another 500 watt one. They're quite, not flimsy, but they're somehow a little bit delicate. Let's get that screw on there. No, don't do that, we need the next bar. If you've done this before, I imagine it's really straightforward. It's not like it's complicated, I'm just making a mess of it. 370 watt one on the back, and the washer and nut. And the last one is this. It's basically just to make a terminal so that you can attach it to. It doesn't do anything else, doesn't hold anything together other than setting it up to hold the wire on. So, screw and nut, screwdriver. Okay, then I'll set this aside. Okay, the toaster's back. So there are 4 slots on each end to line up. You gotta get them into the slots. So I've got the one on the right in now. I'll angle it up and try and get the second from the right in. That's it. The third. And then the last one. So once they're lined up, they just slide down. Easy peasy. This time you have to incorporate the bus bar. Can't find it. There it is. This bar here. This screw holds this bar on as well. And get these cables out at the end. So a washer and a nut on the live side. And likewise on the neutral. Then I'm going to slide this bar back over. If I can. There we go. I'll tighten that up to lock it in position. And then I'll tighten up these. Okay. That should be it. All back together again. That took about 12 minutes to do, something like that. So let's put this bottom plate back on again. Fast forward. Okay, so let's turn it on to one slice. And that's the slice on the left. So let's give it a minute. And I'll just put my hand in without touching it. I can definitely feel heat, but that's not going to tell me anything. I can hear crackling as well. Let's put it onto 3 slices, make some more crackling. I need to try it with toast, so I'll have to do that, I think. You can see smoke and crackling coming off it. They're supposed to do that whenever they're settling in, which is a bit disconcerting. But hey, what are you going to do? I can see smoke coming off that. I wonder, can you? Getting warm. I think it's better to give it a dry run without toast a while first, because I don't really want to eat smoky toast. It's been electrically smoked. You can see smoke coming off here. I don't know if you can see that on the video. It's definitely smoking away over here. It's smoking from the left side now as well. Yeah, you can just about see it on the video coming out of here. a bit over here. Nice and warm, I'll say that for it. Doesn't smell electrical, it just smells kind of industrial smoke. Okay, I'll find some toast and come back to this. So to the well-versed, this will be plainly obvious, but it took me a while to find it. There's a little hole burnt through the mica on this one, and on this one. And that's probably the issue there, because it just breaks the continuity in the element, the filament, whatever you want to call it. This one here, because they're wound kind of each side separately, like left and right, you could probably take that wire and just pull it up and stake it onto this one somehow with a little rivet, because all they've used is little rivets, little eye rivets like you'd use on clothing on the bottom. You could probably do that there. You could possibly also replace those rivets if you wanted. This one's more difficult, but you could just bridge it, you know, and have one piece of toast that gets a tiny little bit less electricity. And so it seems a bit pointless to try and repair an element, but these things are quite expensive. Like, these are 27 quid for 4. They're more expensive if you buy them in singles. So to move that up to there, you know, it's not a big job. I guess you've got to somehow on the mica and fold back the top here. Don't know how easy that would be to pull that metal off. It does, yeah, it seems to be moving, but I'm not doing that today. Oh, it's got a little dimple. It's kind of pinned. A little dimple there and a little dip to bend it up with a screwdriver. But all of that's possible. Could be done. For now I'll keep them. They might come in handy on another Dualit in the future. Or this one if I keep this one. Okay then, 3 slices of frozen toast. Let's put it onto 3, that's right. And let's put the toast down and let's turn it on. Give it a minute first and then let it thaw out a bit and then maybe do it a bit more. Let's see now. Feels like it's, yeah, feels like it's defrosting on all sides. Let's give it a bit more. Nearly there. Let's see. Toast, toast, toast. Brown on both sides. Just to prove it. Brown, well, it was not as brown, but there you go. A success. It took about 15 minutes of work to do. The video may or may not be longer, I don't know. Questions or comments, leave them below. Thanks for watching. See you later.